6,209.
It has been 6,209 days since I was placed on this earth to roam around.
I was once livid, flying through the life I once had, living like I didn't have a care in the world. My childhood was a life I wandered and a life I stood on. It has been 6,209 days. This is where I am now. I wish I cherished it. I have grown up in such a generation that I honestly would not know how to act if I wasn't born at this time. It's a genuine experience, living in a medium where the internet was so easily accessible, yet the outside was simply so beautiful. Playing with friends, sitting on green electrical boxes, life was simple. The only major thing that stood out to me was this: greenery. Nature in itself was large and beautiful. My younger self saw such tall trees that, fortunately, my older self would come to see the tops of. But with this added height, everything started to lose its color. Life lost its color, and my perspective changed. I wish I spent my childhood a tad bit better. I spent a lot of my time in my childhood trying to grow up as fast as possible, act more mature, be the bigger person. I really did wish I lived my childhood to the greatest ability I could have, living every day to the fullest. But instead of living every day to the best of my ability, I stared at this. Mechanisms of technology built to supply my generation's need for entertainment. I always wondered why phones were so hidden and almost a rule in elementary to never have it actually with you. As much of a reach as it is, I genuinely feel that this was done for the sole purpose of letting children be children. I mean, is there really any other reason? I sometimes wonder if this is really it. A period of my life had been filled with the idea of hoping for freedom, for further creation. I was stuck inside my head, purely thinking about the future, wanting to know what I want to do growing up. There's a reason why so many adults came up to me, and you too, pondering a singular question: what do you want to be growing up? It's a simple question, really, but my younger self understood this question with depth, with the knowledge behind an idea in mind, right? Nothing ever came to mind. Anything? Astronaut, police officer, something? Despite thinking constantly about this question, I could never really get an answer. I always responded with your generic job, but it was obvious as day I was lying to myself. I was lying to the adults that asked me this. I was lying to myself for my future self. Things change quickly, opportunities come and go, and it's simply your initiative to take. I want to emphasize this idea. My life and experiences are always changing. Getting older, I have to start to understand the living process of becoming a young adult, handling a multitude of things and hopping on opportunities granted to me. Was this the life I was so looking forward to growing up, forcing myself to be older than what I actually was? This is the older life? I came to understand that the life I dreamed for isn't something I should long for. Make sure to appreciate your time of youth. Life will continue moving on, but you don't have to move ahead of that. You don't have to move ahead the one wall that contributes to your time. You don't have to move ahead of the youth you wants to live. Becoming older shouldn't be a goal, and it shouldn't be an area that you strive for. Your body will naturally hit such a life, and you should always understand that. Living in life is a long process. Multiple years, spanning across multiple decades. It feels long. Being older doesn't grant you any more freedom than what you actually live with during your young life. It's almost the opposite. That's why I beg you to cherish your childhood. And if you're a past, then start living every day like it's your last. To live a life that's your only life. To live a life with no regrets. To live a life with someone. To live a life with people. To live a life with you. You're your only person, and if you're stuck in the past, you'll never move forward. Don't make the same mistakes as me. I didn't cherish the time with my friends in elementary, but I do cherish them now. So, let's get ahead. You should cherish it.